Girls, this video is going to solve all your high heel problems. Everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lake Uthaya, a former Femina Miss India state winner and a pageant coach, and in this video I am going to solve a lot of your queries on heels. We all know how important heels are in the pageant space as well as the modeling space, and even if you're in neither of those spaces, just helps elevate your outfit, your appearance, and just makes you look a lot more confident only if you know how to walk in them. I do take online ramp walk sessions currently. If that is something that you're interested in, make sure you send in an email. The email is in the description. Factors that you should consider before buying heels. Number one would be comfort. I know, quite ironical, because no pair of heels are actually comfortable, especially not the high-heeled stiletto ones that we're talking about. But try to make sure that your heels have a padding that is sort of soft, because it'll be needed to absorb all the pressure that is being built in through your toes and through the bones of your feet. Also, make sure the arch of the heel does not supersede the actual arch of your foot, because that will just cause you to not be able to walk properly and cause something that is every ramp walk trainer's nightmare: bent knees. You should also look at the heel height. Preferably, pageants prefer you to wear anything between 5 to 6 inches of heels. 4.5 also works. I am 5 feet 7 inches, so I can wear a 4.5 inch heel and make do with it. But maybe someone shorter needs to go for a 6-inch high heel. When it comes to material, they're usually found in 3 types of material. One would be leather, one would be suede, and one would be synthetic. Leather is the most preferred one because it somehow forms into the shape of your foot over time. Whereas suede is, of course, a lot prettier to look at, but at the same time, it's very difficult to clean it. It just absorbs dust the fastest. Whereas synthetic might be cheaper than the other two, but at the same time, they don't last very long. So if you're looking for it for a short-term duration, I think synthetic heels also work. When it comes to the fit, here are a few important things to remember. Number one, make sure that there is a platform to your heel, and make sure that platform doesn't exceed 2 inches, max 2.5 inches, because for someone who's been inside of national pageants, I can tell you that the stylists want your feet to look as delicate as possible. So if you put in like a 5-inch platform in itself, you don't stand on mountains, and actually keep it 2.5 unless you're really short and you need that height. Another thing to remember about platforms is make sure that they are not bent from below when you place them on the floor. Make sure that the end of it is not lifted and in fact is being placed, because that will give you more surface area to place your foot. The second thing would be to avoid shoes that have a closed heel. Something with an open heel is preferred because you can easily adjust your heel up in case your feet is slipping down, but that option completely goes away if you have a closed heel. Another tip would be to go shopping in the evening. Wait till after sundown to wear your heels, because our body is kind of swollen towards the end of the day. So anything when you're measuring, let's say, your rings, or whether you're measuring your waist or whether you're measuring your foot, try to do it towards the end of the day so that you know what your actual size can be. Keep an open mind and a little budget, because there are certain pageants that once you go inside, they might ask you to change the way the heels look, because certain designers that these pageants collaborate with for their gowns are very picky with the kind of heels that the girls are wearing. So you might have to buy new ones. When you are thinking about the budget for heels, keep them comparatively higher than your budget for dresses, because you have to think of it this way, right? You buy, let's say, 1,500 heel, which probably breaks in 2 months of you walking. You will have to buy it again, and it'll again break and again. So if you're preparing for a pageant for a few months, you probably are spending close to, let's say, 7,000 for 4 pairs of heels. Whereas you could just buy one really good pair of heels. So think of it as an investment. Brands of heels and where you can buy them. This is the most important part of the video. Let's talk about the different kinds of brands. The first one would be Himali Doshi. They are well known in the pageant space and have a lot of people ordering from them. The second would be Aldo heels. Aldo heels are also pretty amazing, have beautiful colors. The third would be Inc 5 shoes, INC5. You will find these in malls as well, and you will also find it on their website. Next would be Charles and Keith. We then have a truffle collection. They're quite literally called truffle collection. Also, Nykaa Fashion has started to have heels. There is a certain brand that's called Shoes Touch. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you can search that on Nykaa Fashion and you will be able to get stilettos there. We then have Ajio. I personally bought my Miss India finale heels from Ajio itself, silver heels, which I then used for training for a long amount of time. There is also Eridani. I would not recommend this 100% because the heels that I got were extremely painful. So I could not find open heeled ones, and closed heeled ones just dig into your ankles, and it's a bloodbath. So if you do find open heeled shoes in Eridani, please do buy them. We then have Steve Madden, which is also something that a lot of people recommend. Not comfortable, already warning you, but have the size, the 6-inch high heels that people look for, and is slightly on the higher end. So if you are someone who can invest close to like 8 to 12K, that could be a brand for you. By the way, if you've been watching so far, make sure you comment beauty is pain, because we all know that as effortless as ramp walk looks, it is not the most friendly on our lower back. I want to see you type beauty is pain in the comments so that I know you've reached so far and you're listening attentively. The types of heels for pageants as well as for modeling, I can tell you with assurance that block heels are still shoes that are not preferred in either of those spaces. You have to buy stilettos, which is those pointed heels. And the sooner you start getting comfortable walking in them, the sooner you feel more confident to go to those spaces. Ideally, any ramp walk trainer will suggest you to start with kitten heels and then go up wedges and then probably wear your block heels and then convert to stilettos. Try to wear it in such a way that you wear it for like, let's say 15 minutes, walk around the house, remove it, and then maybe after 3 hours you wear it again, and ease yourself into that, because you need to get comfortable wearing those heels for long hours eventually in pageants. When it comes to maintenance and care, it's absolutely important that you wipe your heel clean after every shoot, after every audition, after every practice walk that you do, because heels require that extensive care to stay long lasting. When you store them, you make sure that you put in some sort of paper. You know, when you get it from brands, or when you go to a store and buy it, you are going to get it with like paper stuffed inside them. That is done like a placeholder to make sure that the shape of the heel remains. A really funny story is that heels were actually not meant for women. It started in Persia, I think in the 10th century, where the men or the soldiers used to wear it so that it was easier for them to climb on horses. And eventually it started to become like a status symbol in Europe, where men and women both would wear heels to show that they were of the high society. And eventually, over time, it trickled down to the modeling and fashion space. Although I personally enjoy walking in them and enjoy teaching girls to walk in them because it requires so much of your physical strength, I do bottom line feel like the compulsion to wear 6-inch high heels can be reduced. I even think 5-inch high is a lot. I personally would really enjoy if we could just wear enough so that we have a certain height, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt our bodies, because heels are not the best friends of your bodies. So hopefully someday that might change, but up until then, you can take a session with me to learn how to walk in the painful ones. All right, this is it for this video. I hope this was helpful. Make sure you like this video, and I will be coming out very soon with more interesting, exciting videos. If you are someone who's participating this year, all the very best. I know that it can be nerve-wracking, but at the same time, you should give yourself a pat on the back. Come on, do it. Give yourself a pat on the back, because it's not easy to put yourself out there. And the fact that you're doing it already makes you so much more courageous and so much more passionate than a lot of other people in this country and in this world, right? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, as well as subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.